Hi guys, welcome back to Phanda Studios YouTube channel. My name is Ndivho Maginya, and this is another video for Why I Bought It series. So I'm the managing director of Phanda Studios, and Phanda Studios has been doing video production and live streaming for over 10 years now. I can safely say that. And you know, we've introduced different services throughout the years, and we also, you know, happen to introduce video live streaming and broadcasting. So we've been doing it early days. We're using something called SlingStudio. Those of you who know SlingStudio, it was very revolutionary. It uses iPad to control, or you can use a MacBook to control it. It was a revolutionary idea because it connects to the cameras via wireless, or you can just connect an iPhone to it and download the app. So it was a very revolutionary device. But the support ceased, and you know, they stopped selling stuff. Then eventually, I think they disappeared, because that's what they did to everyone. They didn't update us. They didn't tell us if it's chip shortages or whatever. But yeah, they disappeared. So we were forced to, you know, switch to ATEM, Blackmagic ATEM. We had an ATEM that we were using concurrently with your SlingStudio, but it was not actively used. It was just used to maybe bring a lot of inputs into HDMI inputs into the SlingStudio. Then we use SlingStudio to stream. But we then, you know, after seeing that there's no more support for a SlingStudio, we then actively started using ATEM. So we're using an ATEM Mini Pro. Then it's 4 input, 1 output. It was limiting, to be honest. We then, you know, decided to move to the extreme ISO when we started with our build for extreme case generation 2, because we had a generation 1 which was bulky, and yeah, so we moved to designing and fabricating the extreme case G2 for us. It was a generation 2, and yeah, I'll show you the videos and the pictures for that extreme case, and it's powered by ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, so the generation 1. Then it has 8 inputs at least, and 2 outputs. So, and the other outputs are very fragile. The outputs are very fragile. You can fry it with just plugging an unbalanced or ungrounded signal. Then you can fry those HDMI outputs. So we haven't fried ours, but we had one unit that was fried, and yeah, we managed to fix it though. It was not easy. We then saw earlier is it April, May this year, Blackmagic introducing a generation 2 ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, which is like taking everything to a whole new level. So I'll explain what generation 1 or the Extreme ISO normal 1 does. So, or the way we use it at least. So we have maybe inputs, camera inputs, normally 4, and a laptop input if we're doing something that has a presentation, and run graphics into the Extreme ISO. Would run using 2 HDMI cables that sends graphics, so that we can do key and fill graphics into the ATEM. So we would have a how do I say it? An HDMI splitter is it a splitter? No, not a splitter, but a Thunderbolt to HDMI, to dual HDMI output, right? Then we'll use that to get a video out of the laptop with 2 HDMIs, then plug another one into input 7 and 8, then do a key and fill source. So it was, a challenging one because sometimes they would be out of sync. They'll be having challenges and everything, and and you have taken 2, meaning that you're only limited to 6 inputs because 2 inputs are already used for key and fill graphics. So when Blackmagic introduces ATEM Mini Extreme ISO G2, we saw it as a revolutionary move again. Like, it's taking people that are doing production for low to medium budget. They are pushing them to that tier where you do it as professional as the high-end productions. Because what the G2 does, or rather, let me start here. I will talk about the G2 after this. So today we have the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO G2. This is the generation 2. I can hide myself there so that it remains on focus. This is the generation 2 ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. I've been waiting for this device. I've been waiting for this product ever since they introduced it. I was like, I want that one. And ideally, I didn't want it for productions, but I want it because I'm working on a software that I'm developing that I will tell you more about it as I explain what this it does. So without further ado, let's have the unboxing. Let's keep quiet and unbox this thing. So listen to that. There we go. We have plastic out. This looks so clean. Sorry. These are electrostatically charged. Or, whatever. I don't know. I did electrical engineering some time back. I will shock you. All right. So this is like literally first impression and unboxing. Probably I will do another video on how it works because as I'm working on my app, then I will be able to do those live videos and show you how it works. So I'm going to open this. I don't know if there's anything that I need to slice. No. Why is it so tight? Oh, okay. Right. Like, apologies. So here is the first impression. So I'm gonna open it. My apologies. I only have one camera, but I will pull my phone and start. I'll pull my phone and start recording as well on my side. So here is the first impression. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at that. Wow, guys. This is beautiful. But I'm not happy. It looks like there's some dust here. But I think it's tech dust. Tech dust. Yeah, rather, yeah. So look at it. I love the knobs. Wow. So this is a box. I already know what's in the box already because I've seen people unboxing this. So here, just gonna switch back to the normal camera. So here we have power brick with no with no 3-point plug. So this one you can have it lying around. You can get it for yourself. It's a kettle plug. Yeah, we call them kettle plug in South Africa. I don't know, maybe also in the rest of the world. But yeah, this is it. We don't care much about this. I know we don't. What we do care about is this. So this one, they've placed the user manuals and stuff underneath the ATEM itself, unlike the other ones where they put them on top. So the Blackmagic stickers, I have a lot of this. The user manual, welcome, the DaVinci Resolve free version. This is not a paid version. It's not a studio version, but we do have a studio license ourselves. So, oh, nice. Yo. So let's then put it aside. Now let's talk about the main guy. This is the main guy. So the main guy has a normal jack audio out, the 2 XLR combo jacks, the MIDI channel, 16 channel input for audio. Then we have the HDMI 1 through 8, the inputs at the bottom. And the output is 1, 2, 3, which are individually assignable. So meaning that you can decide to send whatever that you want to send to those HDMIs, right? And then we have the important Thunderbolt cable input, output. And then we have the 2 USB-C. Then the 10 gigabit Ethernet cable, Ethernet port. Then we have the normal Ethernet 1G Ethernet connection, and we also have this, which is the CF Express connector. Then we have the power connector, power input, which is it 24 volts or 12 volts? I don't know, but yeah, this brick is quite big, guys. It's quite big. For me, who wants to make things portable, when I design the Generation 3 Extreme case, I will have to take this into consideration because I want it to be more portable, nice, easy to deploy. So yeah, this looks okay. I'm trying to confirm that this is a new product, right? So yeah, it is. It's just some tech dust, as I said. So we have the new generation ATEM Mini Extreme ISO G2, right? It's generation 2. So let's talk about the Thunderbolt cable because this was like the main reason why I got this. The Thunderbolt cable allow you to input, the key and fill graphics through that Thunderbolt port, and it can also send out the multi-view or a video through that same or playback through that same Thunderbolt port. So I'm developing an app or multiple apps that utilizes the key and fill graphics. So to output the graphics into the ATEM. So we use key and fill. As I said previously, we would use an HDMI, Thunderbolt to HDMI to dual HDMI, then use those dual HDMI to then input into the mixer, then yeah. So it was quite cumbersome. And it was really hectic because they would be out of sync or sometimes, and then you would see a shadow when you're animating and all those things. So I didn't want to go through that anymore. So this, when they introduced this, because it introduces something like Ultra Studio inside here. It can process the key and fill graphics inside, meaning that the timing issue that we would have, of having this graphic arriving earlier or later, then you have that out of sync animation. It's a problem. So I then went with this and say, I want this one because of that functionality, Thunderbolt cable. Also that we do video broadcasting of your sports or soccer. We utilize a lot of this. So we then invested in this for that. So it's one of the reasons why I bought this, right? So it also ran, since we do sports broadcasting and we broadcast soccer sometimes, and so we also have a queue and run of the replays, the soccer replays, and all those things. And earlier last year, we had invested into a replay keyboard. If you look there, there's a replay editor. So the replay editor does exactly what it says it is. It's a replay editor. It edits a replay for DaVinci Resolve, for soccer, for sports live streaming. So you can do your replays using that keyboard. So I'll take it and show you how it looks. Still in its box because we haven't found like a proper use for it, right? Now that this is here, now that we have this extreme ISO, this is going to come in very handy. This will come in very handy because it's a replay editor. You can edit your cuts. You can, have up until 16 cameras that you can do replay, and through DaVinci Resolve. I don't know if it's only for studio version. So yeah, I think it's the studio version only. Then, yeah, that's why we got this. So the app that we have live events graphics and we have live soccer graphics. So these are the ones that are in their like piloting phase. We have been using them in our events, normal events, and we've been running with them without any problem, without any glitches. So that will come in, if it's a live events graphics, it will come in here from our laptops or Thunderbolt, and you will definitely run replays or graphics through that Thunderbolt cable. Yeah, it's great to have this, to finally have this. I'm going to take it through its pace, test everything, make sure that everything works, make sure that we're getting. But the problem with early adopters is that there will be glitches here and there. They'll fix it with a software update. You then have to talk to Blackmagic if there's a problem. So we'll be suggesting stuff to Blackmagic. One of the cool things that Blackmagic can do would be to introduce a link inside DaVinci that allows our apps, our graphics apps, to run graphics through DaVinci. Reason why I'm saying that is that we can then have key and fill graphics from DaVinci running graphics for both the graphics app and the the DaVinci Resolve if we're running replace. So meaning that you don't have to lose again 2 other inputs just to have graphics in, and then the Thunderbolt port only works with DaVinci and for DaVinci key and field source. So we can literally have maybe a software running through DaVinci so that it can utilize that key and fill, from DaVinci. That's just my suggestion. I would love and prefer to have that option. If we have that option, meaning that our app can plug into DaVinci, we run graphics and everything through DaVinci without having to rely or having to take away again the 2 HDMI cables or 2 HDMI ports. Yeah, so this is the generation 1. This is the Gen 1, right? Size-wise, you can see it's quite small. But yeah, it's a great device that, has been working for us for quite some time. It has done a lot of, revenue has come through that. So now we plan to put this one into its, maximum test and see what it can do, how, if it will break on us or whatever. But this is it. And thank you very much, guys, for watching. And I will see you in the next one, probably with a review of some sort, on reviewing how this product works and how it has, met or didn't meet our expectations. So from me, Ndivho Maginya, visit our website if you want to rent some of the stuff. Visit our website, www.phandastudios.com. And if you want to book our studios for podcasting, you can also book it on our website or call us on 010-023-2939 or email me directly at ndivho@phandastudios.com. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.